So this is the first episode of Fat to Fit in 2023. Now in this series, I'll be showing you the journey from the 1st of January 2023 up until the end of 2023 in December 31st. I'll be showing you the entire journey of me going from fat to fit. So the goal at the end of this series would be one, to get back in shape, go from being fat to fit, so losing weight. Also will be looking at to gain strength and muscle size and just overall living a healthier lifestyle, eating a healthier diet. Now in 2022, I haven't been training, my diet was off, I gained a lot of weight. I went from being about 160, 170 pounds to now weighing 200 pounds. I'll show the images on the screen somewhere here. This weighing which I took was done on January 1st, 2023. I also calculated my body fat percentage, which I'll show on the screen now, and this being 21.4% body fat. Now, the machine I use to calculate the body fat percentage, even though it says 21%, I know from doing this for so many years it's not actually 21%, but it just gives you a estimate and something to work with as a baseline. I would give myself personally body fat percentage of 25 to 27%, mainly because the machine I use, it mostly checks your body fat from the upper half of your body. So it doesn't really take into consideration the where your body stores fat genetically. So I store a lot of fat on my quads as well as my lower section, as opposed to my chest and shoulders and arms. So that's why the machine will show 21.4%, but we're just using that as a baseline to start this journey. Right, so now I'll be showing you all the workout routine which I would be sticking to for the month of January. Now, the only reason why I'm only doing this routine for just 1 month is because I haven't been training for 2022. I don't want to just jump back into the training and train how I used to train before. So this training would be more specific to my goals, as well as because I'm now starting back, it would be slightly less than what I normally do, right? So let's get into the training program. Alright, so as you can see here, I've written out all of my training program. I'll just go over it quickly with you. Now this training program, I plan to do 3 days on, 1 day off. So if you're looking at the week, I'll be training approximately 5 to 6 days with 1 to 2 days off. And the training program follows. Every day I do 100 calories of cardio. This would be, for me, I like to do treadmill. So I do 100 calories of cardio before I start training. So this will also be the warm-up phase. And then I also do kickboxing or mixed martial arts. So I'll do about a 10 minutes on the heavy bag just to still get the body warm up and get moving before I go into my exercise. Now, the program is split into chest, arms, and abs on 1 day. Then we have back and shoulders on the next day. And then the third day would be legs and abs again. Now, for me, I like to do legs alone because legs being proportionately half of your body, right? I train the entire lower portion of your body in 1 day. So yeah, so that's my workout routine for the month of January. Now going forward, I'll just be looking at monitoring how my weight fluctuates with the cardio I'm doing, how my body feels. Now with monitoring my weight, if I reach a point where my weight is not going down and I set a plateau at a certain weight, then I would just up the calories I'm doing. So for example, if by February I'm not losing any more weight, instead of doing 100 calories per cardio session, I'll increase it to 150 calories per cardio session or 200 calories per cardio session. So that is how I would be monitoring and changing my cardio accordingly to how my body is affected by the workout. Right, so that's it for my workout plan. Now the next thing I'll be going into is my diet plan. So typically I'll be looking at about, per day I'll be looking at three main meals, so breakfast, lunch, dinner. In between breakfast and lunch and dinner, I plan to have snacks such as fruits. So watermelon, banana, mango, pineapple, any type of fruit I feel to eat, I will eat it in between the meals. Yeah, and then for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, the meals would normally look like a carbohydrate group. So this would be rice, bread, pasta, any form of starchy carbohydrates, potatoes, provisions. That would also be followed along with a protein source. So it would be chicken, fish, eggs, any type of protein source I feel to have for that day, as well as vegetables. That would be mainly how I cover my 3 main meals. It'll be any form of those three groups. Right? I'll put up some pictures on the screen here to show like breakfast, then I'll show lunch, and then I'll show dinner. Now, with the meals, I'm trying to make it as low calorie as possible. So this would be using the least amount of oil I need to use to prepare the foods. If I am making us on the vegetables, or if I have a salad, I'll try to stay away from using salad dressings. Stay away from adding a plenty like extra virgin olive oil on top of the salads. Stay away from mayonnaise when making, like if I'm making a tuna salad, anything like that. Just try to keep the calories low, and I'll be trying to eat high amount of fiber. Fiber will help you stay full for a longer period of time, which would make it less likely for you to want to binge or go back and eat something you're not supposed to eat. Inclusive of that, I'll also be drinking a lot of water throughout the day. And for when it is I'm having my coffee, I drink my coffee black. I don't add cream, I don't add sugar. Now for me, I can do that because the taste doesn't bother me. Same thing when I'm having tea, I'll normally just use a tea bag and probably a teaspoon of sugar, and that's about it. Just so I can keep the calories low on the liquid side. Now for lunch, if I'm having Cokes or juice, I would normally use Diet Coke to help save on the calories. And then I'll also use, if I'm using juice, I'll use like light juice or low calorie juice. For condiments as well, I stick to ketchup, pepper sauce, and mustard. I stay away from barbecue sauce because the amount of calories in it. I stay away from using mayonnaise because the amount of calories in it. If I do want something with a mayonnaise taste or flavor, I'll use a low fat or a low calorie mayonnaise. That way, again, just to save on the calories, because when you're looking at trying to drop weight, you have to look at the calories in versus the calories out. I like to eat a certain way, so when I prepare my foods, I look at a way to make it as low calorie as best as I could, instead of changing the foods I like to eat, right? So that would just be my diet model. You don't have to follow it. This is just how I would like to eat. If you would like to do something else, just find ways in which you could make your diet more applicable to you by making it lower in calories. So the weight I showed in the beginning of the video, that was taken on the 1st of January. Today is the 7th of January. My new weigh-in today is 195 pounds, and my body fat is 20.8%. Right, so within the first week, I dropped 5 pounds. My body fat percentage went down almost 1%. It went from 21.4 to 20.8. Now any diet as well, I would be having, like if I feel to eat fast food, so KFC for example, I would have it. However, I know on the days I do have it, I know how to cut calories in other aspects of my life. Or if I'm having it late in the day, or I know something, I'll just do intermittent fasting on that day. Depending on the situation and what I'm going to eat, I'll adjust my diet accordingly. Right, yeah, so that's it. That's the update for the first week. In this week coming up here, I want to film more videos with me training and have some other clips as opposed to me just sitting down giving you all an update, so you could actually see how I'm training. So in this week coming up, I will try to have more content in this type of video for you. So yeah, so subscribe, like the video, comment if you all would like anything to change, if you all like to see something differently. Also, if you all have any questions about nutrition or fitness you're not sure about, you'd like to find out, write it in the comments and I'll either reply to you in the comments, or I could also make a video depending on the amount of comments on it, right? So thank you all for staying tuned, and see you all next time. Peace.